Hey guys, so I know it's weird that I'm doing this video because I don't do reviews on Jersey Shore Family Vacation, but I do like Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and I did used to watch Jersey Shore from like back in 2009 when the show came out when I was in like my freshman year of high school. So I don't do reviews on Jersey Shore Family Vacation because I like to just enjoy it when I'm watching it. It's one of my guilty pleasures. But this particular episode I felt the need to review and talk about because of the situation between Angelina and Jenny's boyfriend, 24, aka Zach. Now, when he came to the house, he was rubbing a lot of the roommates the wrong way because he was coming at Angelina really hard. Like, he was prying into her personal life, especially her sex life. I don't even know how he knew anything about her sex life, except that Jenny probably told him. Now, he was coming in hard. He was making comments towards Angelina. At one point, Ronnie had showed up with his daughter, and he made a comment when the baby went up to Angelina. And I was just like, you could tell that it was starting to piss Angelina off, and she was feeling uncomfortable because he was coming at her so hard. Now, I was looking at Jenny throughout this episode, waiting to see if she was going to tell Zach that he needed to, 24, that he needed to stop coming at Angelina so hard because he really doesn't know her and he's rubbing people the wrong way. Not really the first impression you want to make with people that you don't know. And this stuff is being put on national television, so you would think that she would kind of prep him, but instead she was trying to tell her roommates not to do anything to him, but she wasn't telling him to come in a more subtle way, not so strong like he came in when it came to Angelina. And for some reason, he didn't come at any of the guys who were coming at him, making all types of jokes about his age, but he was coming at Angelina. Now, Angelina had ended up making a comment, and this is like one of the first comments she made about 24, was when Ronnie's baby was there. She had told him, "Are you sure you don't want to have one of these beautiful babies with Jenny?" And Jenny got annoyed at Angelina saying that to her because Jenny doesn't want any more kids. She already has two from her previous marriage with Roger, and I believe she got her tubes tied and she doesn't want any more kids, which if she got her tubes tied and she doesn't want any more kids, she shouldn't be dating a 24-year-old guy, because how does she know that he doesn't want children at some point? So technically their relationship would probably be just temporary anyway. So she got annoyed at Angelina making that comment. And then I remember them going to get ready. They were going to get ready for dinner. And Angelina and Dina were in the room. And Angelina was talking about how she doesn't like the way that 24 has been coming at her, which she had every right to have a problem with the way he was coming at her because he was prying into, once again, her personal life. So she said that she feels iffy about him and that she noticed, and she believes Ronnie noticed, that 24 was a little awkward around Ronnie's baby Ariana. Like, he's just uncomfortable with kids. And she was saying how he needs to learn how to get used to being around kids because Jenny has two kids. Now, the dude already knows Jenny's kids. We don't know how he acts around Jenny's kids. So I felt like Angelina may have been overstepping her boundaries a little bit by talking about that, because her and Jenny don't necessarily have a friendship. Her and Jenny don't really like each other. Well, actually, I think it's more on Jenny's part. Jenny doesn't like Angelina. And so anything Angelina does, Jenny's going to blow it up times 1,000 because she just already doesn't like Angelina. Now, the roommates never really liked Angelina since back in season 1 of Jersey Shore. They didn't like really Angelina. They thought she was a troublemaker. They thought she was a big mouth. They thought that she was a cock blocker. So they didn't really like her. Now that they're on Jersey Shore Family Vacation, everybody seems to have warmed up to Angelina pretty much. Now, except Jenny, really. So as Angelina is talking to Dina about how she feels about 24 coming at her, 24 is listening by the door, and he goes into the room with Jenny and lets Jenny know that he has a problem with Angelina being in the room talking shit about him. Now, how are you going to have a problem with her saying things about you coming at her when you've been coming at her the entire night? Now, Jenny starts talking shit about Angelina because she already doesn't like Angelina anyway. And so 24 calls Angelina an idiot while he's in the room talking to Jenny, and Jenny doesn't even check him on it. She doesn't even tell him, look, you shouldn't be saying that. You don't really know her. Try to get to know everybody before you start passing judgments on people, just because she wants everything to run smoothly. And you would think that he would come in a better way towards everybody, just because these are people that Jenny cares about. You would think that he would want to come in and really warm up to people and let them really get to know who he is, but he didn't come in that way at all. So as they're walking out the door to go to dinner, Zach is being flirty with Angelina the entire time. He even lets her walk out the door before he walks out the door. The only woman he should have let walk out that door before him was Jenny. And that was it. Because the way he let Angelina walk in front of him was almost like he was like swooping her out the door, is the way that it came off to me. So they get to dinner, and Zach is sitting at one end of the table, Angelina's sitting at the other end of the table, so they're facing one another, but they're not close together. And then there's Jenny next to 24 and Dina next to Angelina. The minute they sit down, Zach starts coming, 24 starts coming at Angelina, and he's talking about she's his bestie and he gets to sit next to his bestie and stuff like that, which was really weird that he was even saying that about Angelina because he doesn't know her. And I didn't understand why Jenny wasn't feeling some type of way about her dude, because all he talked about the entire time he was there was Angelina the whole time. So I felt like she would have been a little bothered by him and was telling him, why are you paying so much attention to Angelina? I'm your woman. You're not paying attention to me or any of the other roommates as much as you're giving Angelina all this attention. So Angelina is at the table, and she looks a little annoyed because he keeps on coming at her. And Jenny tells Angelina that she's blowing things up to 1,000 and that Zach doesn't have a problem with Angelina. Now, Dina jumps in and tells Jenny that Angelina has a problem with Zach because Zach has been coming at her, prying into her sex life and her personal life with her fiance, and Angelina doesn't like it because he doesn't know her and he's throwing her personal business in her face. Now, Jenny immediately gets pissed off about this because she thinks that Angelina's throwing things out of proportion, which, side note, I don't understand how Jenny thinks that Angelina's blowing things out of proportion when Jenny blew things out of proportion when Ronnie asked her about her divorce with Roger. Because if you don't like people prying into your personal life, you shouldn't be prying into anybody else's. And Jenny was trying to excuse 24's behavior by saying that Angelina already puts the information out for everybody to know, so she shouldn't get mad when people judge her for it. And I was just like, well, Angelina was saying how she's an open book and she tells people she knows her business, not people she doesn't know. And she doesn't know 24, and she didn't tell him her business, so he shouldn't be throwing it back in her face. And Jenny kept trying to say, well, you put it out there. You can't get mad when people judge you. You can't get mad when people judge you. So, but why was 24 getting mad when people kept talking about his age then? It's out there that he's 24 years old. Why was he getting mad at people making jokes about him? So Jenny keeps trying to get Dina to side with her by trying to bring Dina into it, the argument between her and Angelina, and Dina wants no parts of it. Dina's away from her newborn baby. She's trying to enjoy herself, even though I know it's probably hard on her because this is the first time that she has left her son for a long period of time. And so she just wants to have a good time. She doesn't want to be a part of any of the drama. So she basically tells them to leave her out of it. Now, Jenny was saying how she's going to have a problem with Angelina because Angelina's coming at her man, and that Jenny doesn't come at Angelina's fiance, so Angelina shouldn't be coming at Zach. The difference between Zach, 24, and Angelina's fiance is that Angelina's fiance minds his business, whereas 24, who is Jenny's boyfriend, doesn't mind his business. He's involved in other people's personal life. So that was a false equivalent that Jenny brought up. Now, she was saying how she's going to defend 24. She's not going to let Angelina come at him that way. And it's just like, but you didn't check him at all, because had he not been coming at Angelina, this situation would not have happened. Now, we're getting to the good part, because once they start arguing, they stop arguing because they start drinking a lot. They're taking shots, they're down in champagne, and then they go and meet Vinny at the club. Now, this is where I say that Angelina kind of was getting into the wrong at this point, because Jenny was really, really belligerently drunk. She's dancing with Angelina. they're having a good time. Jenny's drunker than she's ever been, than we've ever even seen her out of the 6 seasons of Jersey Shore that we've seen in the past when they were in their friggin' 20s. She was drunk out of her mind, okay? And she falls asleep basically between 24's legs, kind of. Now she's falling asleep because she's drunk, and Angelina goes next to 24 and she starts like dancing next to him. And that's where I thought Angelina was wrong, because she shouldn't have been dancing next to him at all. Okay, she shouldn't have been dancing next to him. But that also wasn't an excuse for him to put his arm around her and grab her by her legs and stuff like that, because this is what he was doing. He put his arm around her, he was grabbing her by her legs and all that. And even Vinny and Dina was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Why is he putting his arm around Angelina? Why is he grabbing her by the waist? Why is he holding on to her legs? Why is he doing that? Now, I felt like Angelina should have told him, get off me, or Angelina should have immediately got up and moved. Now, she was trying to get up and move, and he put his arm across her, almost like so she couldn't get up. Now, I felt like he was failing Angelina the whole time, so he took advantage of the opportunity when she was dancing next to him to do that. Now, I thought Angelina was wrong for dancing next to him, and I thought Angelina should have got up and moved away from him. As soon as he put his arm around her, she should have got up and left. Now, Angelina's feeling uncomfortable now because he's putting his arms around her and all that while Jenny's sleeping. Now, the episode cuts where they get into the elevator and Zach puts his arm around Angelina and like leans in like he's trying to kiss her on her cheek or some shit like that, and the episode cuts there. Now, the next episode of the season, it shows that Jenny gets pissed off at Angelina and starts going off on Angelina. Now, Jenny put out a statement last night, and she was talking about the situation and how she was hurt by it and how she was hurt by both 24 and Angelina. Now, I felt like she should have been more mad at 24 than she was at Angelina, because her boyfriend was the one who was all up in Angelina's business. All he talked about the entire time while he was on this episode was Angelina the entire time. That's all he was worried about. He was barely worried about Jenny because he was too busy focusing on her. Now, he was being flirty with Angelina at the table, and then he started doing the things he was doing at the at the club. And I feel like if Jenny's going to be mad at both of them, because I would be mad at Angelina for dancing next to him like that in the first place and not getting up and moving immediately when he put his arm around her. But I feel like 24 was more in the wrong. And I feel like Jenny should have came at 24 more than she came at Angelina. But, she don't really like Angelina, so she's going to come at Angelina more. And I just felt like, if you're going to be mad at them, either be equally mad at them or be more mad at your man, because he's the one who put his hands on the girl. So it just, I'm just interested to see what happens on the next episode. I may or may not do a review on the next episode, depending on how this review goes. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Do you think 24 was wrong? Do you think that Angelina was wrong? Or do you think that Jenny should be mad at the both of them? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to my channel for more reviews. I do many, many shows and many more to come. So thank you to all my subscribers for the support. I appreciate you all. And I will see you guys in my next video.